Ben Tennyson, also known as Ben 10, is coming to kill you.
Why?
Because you sent some flirty messages to Kai Green. Yeah, Ben's wife. He found out. But lucky for you, he's currently off-world on a mission that'll take about a month to finish. And when he comes back, he's not coming to talk. He's coming to fight. So what do? How do you survive a battle against the wielder of the Omnitrix? That's exactly what we're going to figure out in this video. Let's start with one of Ben 10's most surprising weaknesses, magic. Yup, the kid with the most powerful wristwatch in the universe has a blind spot. And that blind spot is mana. Magic in the Ben 10 universe isn't just wizard stuff, it's serious. In this universe, mana is the invisible energy that flows through everything. It's basically the source code of existence. Humans, aliens, even planets are connected to it. Gwen calls it the mystic life energy. And it's not just spiritual talk. Mana hurts, it corrupts, and most importantly, it bypasses technology. And what is the Omnitrix? Pure high-tech. Let's talk about the most solid proof, the movie Ben 10, Destroy All Aliens. This movie is underrated but super important. Gwen, who has anodite heritage and can manipulate mana, uses her energy in a fight, and it messes with the Omnitrix hard. The Omnitrix starts malfunctioning, scanning random things in and out, merging data, glitching. It even starts scanning Ben into random objects. This wasn't a bug. This was the Omnitrix being overloaded by pure magic. Azmuth himself had to come to Earth to stop it. Then there's the episode Enemy of My Frenemy, where Charmcaster tries to resurrect her father. To do it, she sacrifices every soul in Ledger Domain, even Ben's. His soul is literally sucked into a mana-powered device. And guess what? The Omnitrix doesn't do squat. No self-defense. No failsafe. Nothing. That machine was magic-based, and it went straight through the Omnitrix's protections like they weren't even there. Ben only came back because Spellbinder, a being made of mana, decided to return the stolen souls. That wasn't Ben escaping with skill or power. That was pure luck and mercy. So let's break this down logically. The Omnitrix is a technological marvel, the most advanced piece of alien tech in the universe, created by Azmuth, the smartest being alive. It can resist energy blasts, hacks, viruses, physical attacks, and more. But magic operates outside those systems. It's like trying to run antivirus software on a haunted mirror. The Omnitrix wasn't designed to handle mana because it wasn't built for it. Azmuth focuses on science, not the supernatural. Let's talk about Alien X, Ben's most powerful alien. He's practically a god. He can warp reality, survive universal resets, and punch timelines in the face. But Alien X has one major weakness: vulnerability to mana-based attacks. It's subtle, but it's confirmed.
Why?
Because Alien X exists within structured cosmic laws. Mana, on the other hand, is chaos energy. It's organic, emotional, and unpredictable. Everything the Omnitrix and Alien X's logic-based structure isn't. Now before you get cocky and start chanting spells, let's slow down. Ben is not defenseless. One of his transformations, Terraspin, from the planet Aldabra, is highly resistant to magic. Not 100% immune, but magic attacks barely affect him. Even Gwen's spells have trouble doing real damage to him. And Ben himself has anodite DNA, passed down from his grandmother Verdona. Anodites are literal mana beings. They don't just use magic, they are magic. We haven't seen young Ben use this much, but Ben 10,000, future Ben, does show anodite-level powers. If he ever decides to train that side of himself, he's not just resistant to magic, he could possibly wield it. Let's not forget Ben's backup squad. Gwen is a trained spellcaster. Verdona is a full anodite with centuries of magical knowledge. If Ben even smells a magical threat, he's not going to show up alone. He's bringing family, and they're all packing serious mana. So if you're thinking of using magic to beat him, make sure you're stronger than Gwen. And that's saying something. So yeah, magic is one of Ben's biggest weaknesses. You can overload the Omnitrix, bypass its tech defenses, and even attack Ben on a spiritual level. But Ben's not dumb. He's got magic-resistant forms, part anodite blood, and family members who will blast your soul into another dimension if you're not careful. So if you're a magic user, you've got a chance. But it's not a clean win. You'll have to outsmart him, overpower his defenses, and avoid a full-on mana war with Gwen and the rest. Still, out of all the strategies, this one puts you in the fight. Okay, let's be honest. Ben 10 is a powerhouse. Alien transformations, galaxy-level strength, regenerative aliens, teleporters, telepaths, you name it. But here's the thing. So if you want to beat Ben, forget fighting the aliens. Forget tanking fireballs from Heat Blast or running from XLR-8. Just go for the source. Take the watch off. But yeah, easier said than done. The Omnitrix isn't just a wristwatch. It's living tech, made by Azmuth, the smartest being in 5 galaxies. It's designed to bond with its user, to the point where only Ben can willingly remove it. You try to yank it off. It'll shock you, lock down, trigger defenses, maybe even explode. It has failsafes stacked on failsafes. Literally. So how do you take it off? Well, some people have managed to do it. 3 times. And all 3 involve Vilgax. Let's break it down. Ben gets cocky. He's just unlocked the master control and can go alien anytime he wants, no timer. He's on a power trip, and that's when Vilgax and Kevin 11 show up, teamed up and ruthless. And they bring a weapon, the Omnitrix containment device. This thing isn't magic or hacking, it's brute force tech. It clamps over Ben's arm and rips the Omnitrix out of his skin. Painfully. You see Ben scream as it's torn off. It's not subtle, but it works. Vilgax and Kevin get what they want. The Omnitrix is off. Ben is just a kid again. Lesson: there are machines that can override Azmuth's design, if you're powerful and brutal enough to use them. Vilgax gets smarter. This time, it's not about gadgets, it's manipulation. He captures Ben's friends and threatens their lives. Ben, being Ben, surrenders the Omnitrix to save them. He gives it up willingly. That's the trick. Why does this matter? Because the Omnitrix can't be taken, but it can be given. And Vilgax learns that. He doesn't need to beat Ben in battle. He just needs to break him emotionally. Lesson: the easiest way to get the Omnitrix is through Ben's heart. Use his loyalty as a weapon. This is Vilgax at his most cunning. He doesn't just show up and fight. He kidnaps Gwen and Kevin using Albedo. Then he makes a trade, them, for the Omnitrix. And it works. Ben hands it over. Vilgax gets it, and for the first time, actually uses it. Ben loses everything. Again. But does it work long-term? Nope. Not really. Every single time Vilgax removes the Omnitrix, he loses in the end. Because here's the thing. Ben doesn't need the Omnitrix to win. He's a problem solver. A tactician. He knows how to adapt. He's got photographic memory, solid hand-to-hand combat skills, and years of battle experience. He's fought creatures that would destroy entire cities, even without aliens on his side. And when the Omnitrix is gone, he doesn't give up. He finds a way. In fact, in the final battle, Ben tricks Vilgax into keeping the Omnitrix on just long enough for him to activate the self-destruct sequence. Boom, Omnitrix gone. Vilgax gets wrecked. Yes, removing the Omnitrix is the most effective way to beat Ben, on paper. You strip him of his aliens, and he's no longer a cosmic-level threat. But here's what makes this method so dangerous. You're not just fighting the Omnitrix. You're fighting Ben. And Ben, even without aliens, is still one of the most determined, unpredictable, and clever opponents in the multiverse. If you try this strategy, you better make sure you keep him down permanently. Because if he gets that watch back, you're finished. Final way is much easier. In Malgax attacks, when Albedo attacks Azmuth, Azmuth uses a device to disable Albedo's Omnitrix instantly. So yeah, you could just borrow that from Azmuth, if you're lucky.
After I designed the Omnitrix, the most powerful technology in 5 galaxies, I should probably invent a failsafe in case some interstellar head case ever gets a hold of one of these things.
There are 3 easy ways to stop Ben 10. 1 is use magic. Number 2 is force him to remove the Omnitrix. And lastly, use the failsafe to disable it. Got a wild idea that might actually work? Drop it down there. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss the next plan. I'm ending the video here so you can start preparing for the battle. And hey, good luck, you're gonna need it.